Welcome to Effective Online Activism for Animals, Tweetstorms. This webinar is brought to you by Horseracing Wrongs. I'm Nicole Arciello, Executive Director of Horseracing Wrongs, and I'm so happy for you to join me today in what we hope is the first in a series of online trainings for effective animal activism. We at Horseracing Wrongs have been hosting Tweetstorms for a number of years. We see how educational they are, how motivating it is to be able to, in real time, educate people and help advocate for the animals. In this webinar, I will show some slides and explain what Tweetstorms are, how effective they are, how they work, and I'll show you some examples of tweets, and we'll also do a little bit of tweeting right from my own Twitter page. And one little disclaimer. I use words like tweet and retweet, even though they're now called posts and Twitter is now called X. But it's all the same for me and it all works the same. So, hey, let's get started and let's be voices for the animals. So what is a tweetstorm? A tweetstorm is a series of many, often impassioned tweets posted in quick succession on the social media site Twitter, or X. I love this definition. We animal activists are all about passion. So that's why this is such a great form of activism, because we can really put our passion and our energy behind it and feel like we're doing something, being a voice for the animals. How does a tweetstorm work? We want to get our message out there. So why is this a good way to do it? A tweetstorm brings attention to an issue, and the way it does that is with the use of hashtags. In this case, we want to use two hashtags, a quote, theirs hashtag and a quote, ours hashtag. So for example, when we do Kentucky Derby tweetstorms, we will use hashtag KY Derby because that is their official hashtag that people will be searching, and we use ours. For example, hashtag end horse racing or hashtag horse racing kills horses. Tweetstorms are usually planned ahead and are usually scheduled for a certain period of time, usually a couple hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours. Most of our tweetstorms at Horseracing Wrongs are scheduled for a 2-hour period, but we have hosted effective all-day tweetstorms for the Kentucky Derby and other big races. The goal of a tweetstorm is, in general, two things. First, trending. We want our issue, our mission of our storm to trend. A trend on Twitter refers to a hashtag-driven topic that is immediately popular at a particular time. When you are on Twitter on a desktop or a laptop, you'll see those trending topics at the right side of your screen. Simply click Show More to see more, and you'll see ones in your area or trending topics with the trending tab in the whole United States. So a lot of times when we're doing these tweetstorms, we really want to reach people in the whole country. The other goal is to take over the feed of a search. And that's typically our goal when we host a tweetstorm for you all to participate in. Hashtags, using two in our case, ensures the tweets are seen by a wide range of people. When we create a tweetstorm, we use two hashtags, the ours and theirs hashtag. And here's the secret. Using the theirs hashtag, the official hashtag for the Kentucky Derby, for example, hashtag KY Derby, gives us the ability to take over the feed of that tag. So when people search and they scroll that particular hashtag search, they will find the educational tweets or posts from our tweetstorm. But what I would say the overall goal of a tweetstorm is to raise awareness. And this is why tweetstorms are great activism for animals. With a collective day or set time blasting educational tweets, our particular tweetstorm has the opportunity of reaching thousands and thousands of new people. And maybe, who knows, maybe millions. This day or hours of action brings the community together to advocate and support one another in the process. And a tweetstorm can also inspire new advocates, new people that have just happened upon this new action, this new mission, this new information to take part in real time. And that's when we see that it's super inspirational as well. And guess what? You don't need to be an expert because everything is provided for you in the tweet sheets. Tweet sheets are provided by the person or organization that created the Tweetstorm in the first place. This makes it easy so you don't have to think on the fly of what am I going to post? How am I going to post it? Will it look good? Is it accurate? Is it right? Will people see it? You will use the provided tweet sheets, and we at Horseracing Wrongs post them on our event pages, and we also tweet them out when we announce the Tweetstorm and in days leading up. Tweet sheets are set up for easy copy and paste of pre-written tweets so you can create original tweets on your Twitter account. We also provide photos so you can add a photo with that tweet, and those photos are educational. And we build the hashtags right into those copy and paste tweets, so you don't have to worry about leaving them out when you copy and paste. And remember how important those hashtags are. Of course, like everything, there's a couple of do's and don'ts for Tweetstorms. We want to make them as effective as possible, so we want to make sure we pay attention to a few particular details. And here are the do's of Tweetstorms. First, use the tweet sheet. Again, it helps you to stay on message and ensures your tweets are clear and effective. And also, you won't forget to use hashtags because they're built in. And you don't have to take a lot of time to think of tweets and posts on your own. You are always welcome to use your own words and passion, but we also want to make it super easy for you to copy and paste those pre-made tweets or posts. Retweet and quote tweet during the Tweetstorm. But I'm sliding in a don't here. Don't only retweet. Using original tweets is the best way to take part in a Tweetstorm, but do react and help each other by retweeting. Respond, reply, comment, and engage in conversations with other advocates taking part in the Tweetstorm. This helps to build a sense of community and can help amplify the message. Remember, your followers are notified of every post you make, so more and more people will see what's happening. Include photos and graphics in your tweets and make them more engaging and help them stand out in a crowded feed. It's great when we see that hashtag KY Derby feed full of the truth about horse racing. So don't forget to use those photos, and they're at the bottom of the tweet sheet. And okay, here are the don'ts. Just a few tips to make sure we are doing our best to be effective for the animals and ourselves. As it may happen, don't engage in fights or arguments with trolls or apologists. They will reply to your tweets. They may reply to your tweets. And guess what? That's how we know we're being effective. But it will distract you from the Tweetstorm and cause undue stress. Avoid personal attacks and focus on the issue. Before being drawn into something negative, remember to always ask yourself these questions. I designed these 2 questions for myself to be the best advocate I can be every day. And I pose these questions to our team at Horseracing Wrongs. So whenever there's a question before we do something, we ask ourselves these 2 questions. 1, does this directly help the horses or animals? And 2, does this move the mission forward? And if the answer is no, then switch to something positive, and that's being effective voice for animals. Oh yeah, and don't forget to use those hashtags. So now we know what a Tweetstorm is, why we're going to do a Tweetstorm, and how it is effective online activism. Let me show you on my Twitter account how to do some basics on Twitter, how to compose a post, how to use the tweet sheet, and how to make it all come together for the next Tweetstorm. Okay, here we are on my Twitter page. This is my Twitter profile page, and this is where I'm going to be doing all of my tweets for the Tweetstorm. When we post in the Tweetstorm, all of our tweets will be going on our profile page. This is our profile page. You see my picture, my header, my bio. We see who I am, and this is what your Twitter page looks like. Doesn't matter how many followers you have. So if you say, I don't have that many followers, I only have 100, or I only have 50 on Twitter or X, then it's still important to take part in the Tweetstorm, because remember, it's all about the hashtags, and it's all about filling up that feed, that there's hashtag, filling up that feed with our information and really getting the education out there. Hashtags are a way people search on Twitter. So we talked about hashtags a little, but I thought maybe we can talk about it again. So you can type in any hashtag. Let's type in one of our Horse Racing Wrongs frequently used hashtags, and you can click here, and this is the top. So these are hashtags that have been used within this a few days, a few hours, or you can click latest. So during the Tweetstorm, when we want to see who's using that KY Derby hashtag and what's in that feed, so we will see posts just like this one come up in it, we were going to click on latest. So during the Tweetstorm, it's kind of fun to take a look at that and see how the Tweetstorm is doing. But don't spend a lot of time on it, because we need to tweet and tweet like crazy. So here we'll search that Kentucky Derby hashtag. And the next Tweetstorm we have coming up will be hashtag KY Derby. This is the feed that our tweets are going to show up in, because remember, we're using that KY Derby hashtag along with ours as well. So when we are on that day, the times of the Tweetstorm, when we look through this hashtag, we are going to see post after post after post of our posts, our End Horse Racing post, our post with our educational message, fighting this industry through this feed. And it's fun to take a look at. So during the Tweetstorm, take a moment to take a look at that and see how many of us are coming up in that, and see how the horses' voices are being heard. But don't spend a lot of time on it, because we have a mission to do. During that 2 hours, we want to post as much as we can. I am going to show you how to not only compose a tweet or post, but I'm going to show you how to schedule as well. And at Horse Racing Wrongs, we schedule. We schedule these a few days or weeks ahead of time to really make sure that our feed is really full, and we really am filling up that hashtag, that there's hashtag as well. So first, we're going to need the tweet sheet, right? So we're going to go to horseracingwrongs.org. This is our website, and we're going to click Get Involved, hover over Get Involved, and click on Tweet Sheet. So here is a tweet sheet we have loaded in. This is a tweet sheet from the Belmont Stakes in 2023. So you see at the top of the page, we remind you to copy and paste. We tell you what the Tweetstorm is for, the day and the time. And remember, about 2 hours, although we do take part all day on our end. And some little instructions, just to reminders, mostly reminders about the hashtags. And see, we have everything built in. So each one of these is an individual tweet for you to copy and paste into your X page. So I'm going to do one right now so we can kind of take a look at how easy it is. And remember, those hashtags are built right in there, so you don't have to put those in yourself. So we'll go back to my Twitter page. I copied that tweet, and we're going to click post, and we're going to just paste that right in there. Now, today, there is not the Belmont Stakes happening today. So I'm going to just backspace that out, and I'm just going to put another one of our hashtags. Actually, I'll put a there's hashtag. I'll put a horse racing hashtag in there. Then go back to the tweet sheet, and all the way at the bottom, we have some photos for you to use. We have some necropsy photos. We'll be filling in with more photos and graphic designs in here for you to use. But there's a lot of different images for you to use. So we're going to save the image to our computer. You can do this on your phone as well. And then you're going to right here, hover where it says a little picture of mountains and like a sun or something. And you're going to, it says media, and you're going to click on that. And that's where you're going to grab your photo. So there you go. That is your tweet, your post. And this is what you would do during the Tweetstorm. So there's two options right now. If you're doing this live during the Tweetstorm, like I said, we do schedule, but we also do post live during the Tweetstorm too. All of us do, the whole team. We could post from here, or we can schedule the post. So scheduling the post you can do from this clock and calendar. When you click on that, it will give you, now today is February 5th, so it's giving me a few days ahead. So what I would like to do is whatever day our Tweetstorm is for, say it's for February 10th, then we would make sure that that is all accurate, and you can change the month, you can change the day here, you can change the year, but you don't have to, and you can change the time. So remember, we usually do 5 to 7 p.m. because that's about 2 hours before the race starts. And then you can click confirm, and that would schedule your tweet. So I'm going to X out of that because right now I'm not scheduling, but we are going to post this so you can see it come up on my feed. So there you go. So it's instantaneous, 10 seconds ago, but it doesn't really seem like 10 seconds. We made this post on our Twitter page. There are other things you can do. You can tag, you can tag people in the photo. You can do those things as well. And that is something we could talk about in maybe another episode. But you could also tag sponsors in tweets as well. So let's go back to my Twitter page. And then I'm going to just click on my little shortcut for the Horseracing Wrongs Twitter page. So here we go, and we see all of these different tweets. So remember, we can retweet during the Tweetstorm as well, and also quote tweet, which is now called something different as well. So let's just practice that really quickly. So a retweet, many of you probably know what a retweet is. You simply, it's called reposting now, you simply just click on the repost, confirm you're reposting and not quoting, and then that will show up on your Twitter page. So let's go to my Twitter page again. And this is what I just reposted from the Horseracing Wrongs account. So yes, you can do this during the Tweetstorm, but you don't want to only do this because we really want that hashtag to trend. And that won't happen if you're just reposting. You need new tweets. So let's take my little shortcut back to Horseracing Wrongs through my bio. And let's choose another post here to quote tweet. So let's take this one. This is about the New York State Gaming Commission and a horse that died at Belmont Park. So I'm going to click the repost, and I'm going to click quote this time. And as you see, it puts the tweet here. And then up here, I can write whatever I would like, whatever message or hashtags I would like to write. So during a Tweetstorm, I may say something like horse racing kills horses and horse racing. And if this was the Belmont Stakes, because this is New York State and this horse died at Belmont, I would also put in Belmont Stakes to make sure that fills in with that hashtag. But for now, because we're not doing that hashtag, we'll put in the horse racing hashtag. And we're going to go ahead and post that. And we will go back to my Twitter X page and see my quote tweet. So see, it is an original tweet with, it's like a share on Facebook, but I'm saying something to add to it. So this would show in that feed that we want during the Tweetstorm. Thank you so much for joining me today. And please don't forget to subscribe to the Horseracing Wrongs YouTube channel and to share this video with your other animal advocate friends so we can all be collective voices for the horses and all animals. Thank you so much. And I look forward to our next training video. If you have any ideas or if you have any questions related to this video, please say something in the comments, or you can email me at nicole@horseracingwrongs.com. That's Nicole at horseracingwrongs.com. And don't forget to visit our website, horseracingwrongs.org, for more information on the cruel and deadly horse racing industry and what you can do to help end it.